evening, end time saints, targeted individuals, God's army, God's elect. They cut my ace off, so here I am again for round two, getting back to we are God's little flock is what he's been teaching me today. And it's been a pretty saddening day for me. Some of the realization that really hit home. I forgot, today is November 3rd, 2017. Time is 8:08. The 8:08 kick drum makes the girlies get done. Sorry. It's like old school rap. Anyway, so one for our team targets. Richie from Boston admitted he was targeted. And he is blessed. Richie, if you're listening to this, you are blessed in Jesus' name. I also want to make a correction. I said I text him. I don't know his phone number. I messaged online. Something about targeting. The Lord had showed me he was targeted, but because, of all the stigma that goes with us, most people don't want to admit it, but there's others out there. So that is a blessing because Richie is definitely called by the Lord. The Lord led me to his channel several months ago. Anyway, getting back to the Lord was showing me just over the last few days, being out in the world, having to walk everywhere, or take a bus, and just seeing all the demonic oppression. I have witnessed to people. There's been a couple people that have just out of nowhere asked me for prayer, or asked them to pray, asked me to pray for them. However, most people don't want to hear it, and then there's a lot of people that actually are just coming at me with basically fiery darts and hate. Now, what I wanted to say about the targeting, some of the symptoms besides our teeth, we will wake up with heart palpitations. I'm perfectly healthy. And there we go again with something popping up. But anyway, I'm perfectly healthy. I can run faster than a lot of people in their 20s. And I used to run track, and I am very healthy. So, but it happens only in wherever I'm staying. It won't happen the first night. It takes them a few days, maybe 2-3 days, and then when they see that that's where I'm going to be, then it starts. And it's heart palpitations, and it'll wake me up. I'll have sweats, and no, it's not menopause, y'all. This is something like, it's like an attack, and that's what happened as I was telling y'all the symptoms. They hit me with it. It's directed energy weapons. And I'll wake up with I'm going to try to get this on camera. It goes away during the day, but for the first hour that I'm up, I wake up. Sometimes it lasts a few hours, and a few times there's been some bad ones that have lasted the whole day. But mostly they'll go away, they'll fade within an hour or two. I wake up and I've got pinpricks all over me. They mostly concentrate around this area here, which I have deep creases that were not there till a few years ago. And it's not from getting older, it's where they're hitting me. They hit my eyes. I have a picture on this phone. If I have time, I'll try to find it because I just thought of this, where I will have a pinprick sensation in my eye, and then my whole eye is red, like blood all around it. And this has been going on for years. I even told my dad about it, and he acted like he didn't want to have anything to do. I said, "Look at my eye. It looks like it's bleeding. What is it?" "Oh, don't worry about it." Pretty sad because the Lord's been revealing to me why he was real nonchalant about that. But anyway, that's some of the. I don't have time right now because it'll cut me off again, but I'll come back on and show y'all a picture of my eye. Actually, while I'm talking, I'll try to find it. Now that my phone's back on, they are hitting it though. They're sabotaging it. I have to turn it off. Yeah, I can't. It won't come on now. This is what they do all the time. It's not going to aggravate me though. I'm going to continue on. I don't need to deal with that. So the finale for the Lord wanting me to really realize how small, when he says, when Jesus said, "Feed my little flock," that's us, TIs, that's us end time saints. We are his small elect, and there's few of us. I go to a Christian college online. I know education is irrelevant. However, that's what's been keeping me going, if you want to know, because I can't get work. They sabotage everything I do. If y'all know my other story, it was a miracle. I ended up pulling my grade from an F to a B in 5. It actually was 4 days technically. Yeah, so that was amazing. Just this past week. Well, now I'm going for D term. I was in B term. Now I have to continue and go to D term. Try to get through this with all the sabotage and being homeless that's going on with me. So it is quite overwhelming, but the Lord is helping me through it. And this is the first time ever, and I don't believe that this is a coincidence. This is God orchestrating this class that I'm taking. This is the first time ever in my school that I've had to give I guess a announcement. I don't know right now what I'm like. Had about 4 hours of sleep all week, every day because of all the attacks. But an introduction on who I am to the class. We all had to. So I've never actually got to listen to the people, my other classmates ever. And I know this is the Lord because the assignment was due today and he had me go and listen. And I haven't even listened to all, I've listened to about half of them. On what was a life-changing event other than our salvation, if people are saved at this college, some are and some aren't. What was a life-changing event and what was a lesson that we learned. And I've got so many, but I just said about being homeless and how I'm being able to witness to people. And it taught me perseverance, faith, and knowing my shepherd's voice. And I thought, okay, well, this is a Christian college, right? So I'm going to hear all these other people that are having all these, because I said about, a few of the attacks that happened. I didn't have time to go into all of that because we only had 4 minutes. 4 to tell our story. Now, of course, I went over me and my big mouth. But anyway, I'll probably get points off for that, Lena. Shh, be quiet, not so loud. But anyway, I tried to narrow it down and I took like 20 different times, and I finally the lowest I got it was 454. Isn't that funny? More fours, and I had to send it in because we were almost out of time. But anyway, getting back to my story again, ADD, yeah, you know me. So I thought, well, this is a Christian school. I'm going to hear other people with, really, heartbreaking or really overwhelming situations that they went through that taught them similar lesson. Not one. Not one. One lady talked about when her car broke down. She was probably in her 40s. Her car broke down when she was 19 and how she was scared because she ran out of gas and she had to sit there for an hour. That was her life-changing event. Another one talked about, it was it was a little bit better than that one, but it was on her sister got pregnant after she graduated from college, and she knew the girl that was telling the story, a supposed Christian, lukewarm Christian is what the Lord is telling me, said that she was so proud of her sister. Her sister graduated and was going to be making a lot of money, she says. And then she got pregnant and ruined her life. That was her life-changing event. That she told her sister to have an abortion and the sister decided to keep it. And now she's glad she did. That was her life-changing event. A few other ones talked about this is a great one. This guy is sent to me 100%. I was one of the last people to get the assignment in because of all my attacks. I did get it in on time. However, he came in the one right after me with his assignment, and my assignment was titled Greetings to All. Most people put hello, this is my intro, just stuff like that, or my discussion board one. No, this last guy that came in directly back to back after I submitted mine titled his Greetings, used my words. I'm the only one out of all the class that used greetings except this guy. Greetings to all individuals. Yeah. And turns out he's an actor. He actually professes that he's an actor, and his life-changing event at Christian college, right? Life-changing event was when he heard the Lord tell him, don't go get on this movie this time, wait and go to camp and you can be on the next movie and I will promote you in the movies. And now he's a movie star. And I don't want to say his name because I don't want to blaspheme, not blaspheme, but talk down to him or be judgmental. But wow, was it overwhelming when he said the movie that he could have been in was Invergent. I think I'm saying it right. Daquita Carver mentioned this. She's highly targeted as well. She's also blessed by the Lord. She's an end-time saint. And if she's listening, I'm praying for you, sister. I miss your videos. Please come back and talk to us. But Invergent or something, and it's about a targeted individual. And my ex-boyfriend, who was gang stalking, targeting me, and lived with me, that y'all witnessed when I first started this a year ago, he actually said that I was the girl in the movie, that they could pick whichever group to go to, and she picked the fearless, the ones that were fearless. And she had to face all the evils in the end. And I find that interesting that that was the movie he mentioned that he was going to be in. He wasn't in it, I don't think. But anyway, yeah. So we're getting gang stalked at school. I mean, what else is new? But my whole point of this story is not one person had any kind of a moving story. Everything was just something either worldly, they gave up being an actor for one semester, or, their car broke down when they were 19. They're like 45 now. And it showed me, and I started crying. I was like, wow, Lord. I thought it would uplift me when I got back from all the hell I went through today, all the hate, hate, hate right in my face. Just unbelievable, bizarre things happen to me on a daily basis. And it's basically a challenge just to step outside my door. But I do it, and I do witness to those that the Lord calls me to. But I thought, man, this will be cool. I get to hear some uplifting other Christians that have been through some similar things, and it'll lift my spirits. Not that they went through it, but how they were called out of it, how the Lord strengthened them, maybe some sort of somebody witnessing about the Lord's grace, having faith. Not one, not one. And so this is my lesson. This is what the Lord has showed me for today. If I get cut off, I'll come back with round 3. Oh, and I also got a message, funny enough, from one of the witches, the one who had her friend steal my laptop and my cell phone and my keys, and she did a lot of other evil things to me as well. Anyway, she she called me. Why is she calling me if they think my phone is dead? Because they know it's back on because they're part of it. It's very obvious. Because as soon as my phone went back on, she called. That was yesterday. However, I didn't listen to it till today. She went on to tell me that I need to stop talking about, first she called to say, I didn't answer. She called to say how worried she was about me. Wish there was something she could do. And she's a millionaire, by the way. Didn't offer to help me in the least. But she's worried about me, but she just wanted to let me know I better stop talking about this targeting nonsense, that I sound crazy, warning me, basically threatening, and then told me that basically what she did to me, I did to her. Just like the other girl, Kim. This girl's name is Lynn, by the way. Lady's name is Lynn. And they used my 2 best friends, my one best friend that they shot in the head. They used these people's names. They're fake names. They're not real. Just like Mason. That's a fake name. I-O-U. He's the one that stole my laptop. It's all fake. They laugh at us, y'all. But God's going to have the last laugh. And so are we. Ha, ha, ha! Because wait till I hear what he's about to do. Anyway, so at the end of her so worried phone call, she's just so worried about me. And then proceeding to tell me I sounded crazy. Then at the end, she said, and by the way, I would stop listening to the God that tells you to yell at other people. That's not Jesus. You need to find a different God, she said. And I never did yell. I just said, what you did to me was wrong. That's what I said. And they're calling me screaming and yelling. But it was actually them screaming and yelling at me. It's all a joke. So I said, Lord, when is this going to stop? And guess what? He answered me right off the bat. Psalms 6:1. Have mercy on me, O Lord, for I am weak, O Lord. Heal me, for my bones are vexed. And that's what I said the other day. I am highly vexed. I'm not mad in an evil way, in a hateful way like they are. I'm disgusted and I'm sick of it. And I want our Lord Jesus Christ to come back now. Anyway, for my bones are vexed. My soul is also sore vexed. But thou, O Lord, how long? Return, O Lord, deliver my soul. O save me for thy mercy's sake. And guess what he says? Depart from me, all ye workers of iniquity, for the Lord hath heard the voice of my weeping. Workers of iniquity, Kim, Lynn, Mason, all the gang stalking crew, all the Satanists and witches, this goes out to you. The Lord has heard my supplication. The Lord will receive my prayer. Let all my enemies be ashamed and sore vexed. Let them return and be ashamed suddenly. Okay, then after that, he led me to Psalms 3:6. I will not be afraid of 10,000s of people that have set themselves against me round about. Sound familiar, targeted individuals? There's millions of us around one of us. Arise, O Lord, save me, O my God, for thou hast smitten all mine enemies upon thy cheek. Thou hast broken the teeth of the ungodly. Okay, so what they're doing to our teeth and stuff, that's going to come back on them, but it's going to be 100-fold. 100-fold, the Lord is telling me. And we're going to get to witness it from heaven, from the new Jerusalem that's coming down. And I'm actually not happy about it, even though I kind of sound happy. I don't want harm to come even to my enemies. I feel sorry for them, but I'm just sick of the abuse, and I want to go home. Jeannie Hardesty, I'm right with you. I want to go home and be with Jesus and the people and the animals that I love that they've killed, these evil people have killed. And the Lord is saying, not much longer, little flock. Deuteronomy, he led me to Deuteronomy 27:24, which I actually have memorized, so I'll just say it. Cursed is he who strikes his neighbor in secret. Yep, y'all are under a curse, gang stalkers, Satanists, neighbors. Let's see, just a second. Then he led me to, again, Deuteronomy 28:7. The Lord shall cause thine enemies that rise up against thee to be smitten before thy face. They shall come out against thee one way and flee before thee 7 ways. The Lord shall command the blessing upon thee in the storehouses. Basically, the Lord is blessing us, and you know what's going to happen to them. And all the people of the earth shall see that thou art called the name of the Lord, and they shall be afraid of thee. They get to see us being exalted, saints, TIs. They're going to see this. Our enemies will see this, and they will shudder and shake, shaking in their boots. A whole lot of shaking going on. A whole lot of shaking. I usually more energetic than this. I'm just being hit right now. Okay, then he led me to Nehemiah. Okay, wait, that's not it. I'm going in order of what the Lord led me to. Then he led me to Ephesians. Ephesians 1:18. The eyes of your understanding being enlightened, that ye may know what is the hope of his calling, and what the riches of his glory of his inheritance in the saints. That's us, y'all. By grace ye are saved, and you hath he quickened who were dead in trespasses. We have been given this gift of enlightenment, seeing through the veil, seeing what they're doing. And that's kind of why we're getting hit so hard, because the powers that be know this. For he is our peace, who hath made both one, and hath broken down the middle wall or partition between us. The wall has come down, y'all. The veil has been broken, and we're going to see a lot more, unfortunately, but not for long, not for very long. And then, okay, and then the finale, drum roll please, is I again said, how long, Lord? How much longer? When? When is this going to happen? And the Lord said, they said unto me, the remnant that are left of the captivity there in the providence are in great affliction. Hello. And reproach. Hello again. The wall of Jerusalem also is broken down, and the gates thereof are burned with fire, fire, fire in the hole. And it came to pass when I heard these words that I sat down and wept and mourned certain days. Okay, and that's actually what I've been doing. I've been weeping and mourning, but the Lord is calling us out. And I said, will anyone be saved other than the elect, God's little flock, which is us? That is us. We're about to be lifted out of here. And the Lord told me, not unless. And that reminded me of my favorite childhood, I guess, cartoon, and it was called the Lorax. I am the Lorax. I speak for the trees because the trees have no tongues. And I'm telling you, sir, at the top of my lungs, quit chopping all those truffaloo trunks. Yes, that is me. That is you. Y'all that are listening or guided to my channel, you're being called out to use your voice and speak for those that can't speak. Those trees. Trees in the Bible symbolize us, symbolize people. People as trees. Just like when the blind man, Jesus put mud on his eyes and he said, can you see now? And he said, all I see are trees. And he wiped again and then he said, now I see people. The people are symbolic. Trees are symbolic for people, all right? And it's funny that the Lord said, unless. Tell them unless. Unless ye return unto me. This is Nehemiah 1:9. Unless ye return unto me and keep my commandments and do them, though there were of you cast out unto the uttermost part of the heaven, yet will I gather them from thence, and will bring them unto the place that I have chosen to set my name there. These are thy servants and thy people, whom thou hast redeemed by the great power and thy strong hand. And that's us, targeted individuals. You are blessed, highly loved by our Father, and he wants you to come to him in this final hour. I know a lot of y'all are in a lot of pain. You're not alone. I'm praying for everybody, but we are blessed. We are about out of this pit. This is about to be desolate. The abomination of desolation. Right when I said that, sirens. Praise the Lord. I'm being attacked with my voice right now, which is very rare. I normally never have a problem speaking, but that's why I know this is very important. We're about to go home, y'all. All right, God bless y'all. I pray over this video. I pray over my viewers. I pray over all the saints, all TIs, and even the lost, even the Satanists and witches that have attacked me and other believers and other TIs. I pray for y'all's soul as well. You need to repent. Jesus is the only way out of this pit. If not, you're going to be in everlasting torment. Okay, God bless y'all. Thank y'all, and I'm out.